The whole process begins right in the beginning, obviously. When students become freshmen, we ask them, we actually think it's a very good idea for them to get acclimated to the culture and acclimated to being away from home, but as soon as they can, as quickly as they can, to become involved in the clubs around school, involved with the other students around school. Networking begins your freshman year.
One thing that's great about the New England Institute of Art is the number of clubs that are available to students. Just about every major program has a club related to that field of study.
The American Engineering Society.
The Naked Eye Video Club.
I think there are more extracurricular activities and clubs that aren't even listed on whatever's in our catalog.
And then there are also opportunities that are just purely social, physical, and just allowing students to meet other people, which is one of the great reasons to get involved with clubs, is to meet students outside of your major. And then there's the side of getting involved with a club related to your program, because it gives you more experience and you're able to practice your craft in a safe and friendly environment.
One of the things that's unique about our professors is that they are always teaching you something they've done their entire life. They take a vested interest in how their students do, because it's a reflection of them.
They offer after-school hours, office hours. As long as you can comply with those, you can find them anytime. The school also helps you out with tutoring and anything that you need to pass classes.
They're there for you, whether it's a personal thing, whether it's a classroom thing, whether you need to, you really need to, some extra help with something.
It's a real change in mindset coming from high school. In high school, any conversation with a teacher generally meant something not so good. In college, it's exactly the opposite. You want that teacher to know you. You want your career services advisor to know you. If I see someone coming into class on time, really involved, really interested, even if their skills might not be as developed as someone else's, their work ethic and everything else, I'm going to recommend them to anybody that comes across any job order that comes across my desk.
I'd say take advantage of the teachers here, take advantage of the relationships and the connections and the professionalism that they have in the industry. It's only going to help you be a successful student, but not only that, be a successful person once you get out of the school. The only teacher that I wouldn't really approach too often is Hugo Burnham. Amazing guy. The guy's completely nuts. No, we love you, Hugo. I'm kidding. No, all the teachers here are great. Actually, Hugo was my freshman seminar teacher, and I learned a ton. He was a complete pain in the butt, and I thank him for that now.
So get to know your faculty, and more importantly, get your faculty to know you.
I think that the school can get you so far in preparation for graduation, and it's really up to the student. You know, if they're willing to go the extra mile, it's not an easy, not an easy career for some people. There's so many people trying to do all these creative things, and you have to really push yourself. So the school does help you out a lot. It gives you the essentials, but in order to really do it, you have to go for it yourself.
Prepare for graduation and moving into the real world. I mean, I took advantage of everything the school had to offer. Whether it was the career services department, it was internships, it was working with current faculty, and really just being involved in campus life to make sure that I had the tools and I had the knowledge and I had the skills necessary once I graduated to be employable, to be marketable.
School is designed to actually help any kind of student. It doesn't matter who you are, what program you're in. As long as you follow directions and you follow what you're supposed to do in class, you'll be prepared for anything.
I think when it comes to being prepared for graduation and the steps and skills that you need to take into it, especially just maybe doing the minimals, just doing your homework and things like that, I think that's a good starting point. But I think that as a student that's going to be successful here needs to take the homework assignments and needs to take the classroom assignments and then expound upon them and to make it more theirs afterwards. So you learn your basic skills in these classes, but this school calls you to put it into like the real world. So go out and do more productions. Go out and do more, if you're a scriptwriter, write more scripts than just what you have to write in your script writing classes. Take what you're learning in freshman seminar and apply it into the real world, because that's what it's all about. The school teaches you stuff that you can use in the real world. It's not just about what's in the books. It's about how you can really use it to live.
As quickly as we can, actually as quickly as a student can, we ask that they start to consider doing internships. Our most successful graduates are those graduates that have done more than one internship. Well, what do we mean by an internship?
It's kind of like a freelance job, but it's more of a learning experience. It's really good.
An internship means getting involved somewhere in a professional environment.
Get on the sets and get into those interviews.
Or it's getting out into the real field and meeting the professionals that are then, you know, in the future they're going to employ you.
You probably aren't going to get paid for an internship, but getting involved and gives you confidence and makes you understand the workplace a lot better. The more you do, chances are that the more successful you're going to be upon graduation.
I think absolutely the hard work paid off. I mean, been offered jobs at ESPN. I worked with the New England Patriots, the Boston Red Sox. I've had dream jobs, you know, and it was because of, you know, the work I put in. That the school doesn't give you a job, but they give you the opportunities for a job. And I was able to get on the sets and get into those interviews and be able to sell myself to the point that, you know, I became marketable. And it was absolutely because of the hard work, the dedication, the time, the effort that you put in at this school. It's like anything else. You get out of it what you're willing to put into it. I put everything that I had into this school, and I got a ton back in return. So I'm very pleased with where I am today and in my professional career and where I plan on going in the future.
And those are keys to success upon graduation. If you want to become anything you want to become in the creative arts, you can do it here. As you begin your career here at NEIA, I guess it's most important that you become excited about what you're doing, passionate about what you're doing.
Embrace everything that the school has to offer.
Get out of yourself, reinvent yourself, become what you always wanted to be, and develop your focus and your passion.
And I guarantee you that you'll be successful and feel successful when you get out of here.
Enjoy what you do, but get what you need to get done.